Okay, so I am recording this just for my own personal evidence. I don't really know because I just thought this was so crazy that it just happened to me. And yeah, so I went to a Shake Shack because I don't live near Shake Shack. So anytime I'm around one, if I'm hungry, I'll be like, let me go get some Shake Shack. And so I did that. And I placed my order because I know sometimes it can take a while to get your food. And so I do that. I walk in, and when I walk in, there's somebody ordering already at the cashier, and there's somebody to my left who I think is waiting to pick up an order. So I'm kind of just like, oh, all right, well, let me just stand around here. And then I noticed that the cashier is kind of like doing a side eye, like looking to other people, asking kind of like for help. You know, have you ever been in one of those situations where a cashier is like, y'all guys see that this is happening, right? And I kind of like, lock eyes, and I'm like, what's up? You know, just kind of, because I'm confused. I just walked in. And then I start noticing that the person that is ordering is talking to, is like saying a bunch of stuff. They're like, oh yeah, I want shiitake mushrooms. And, the cashier's like, we don't have shiitake mushrooms. We have like a mushroom burger. Do you want that? And they're like, no, I just want shiitake mushrooms. I want some bacon fries. And they're just like ordering a bunch of random stuff. And the cashier's like, I'm trying to, I got to put this in the thing. Like, you're kind of just saying a bunch of stuff. And I do need to point out that the person that was ordering, the way they looked is they looked like a grandma, kind of, a younger grandma, but a grandma. They were wearing a Jordan jersey and had headphones on, and they had a suitcase with them. And that's what I've seen. Look, a lot of my grandmas have had short hair. I was like, oh, just grandma, grandma trying to order a bunch of food. And so this person is ordering all of this food. And so the cashier is like, ma'am, I don't know what the first thing you ordered was. Can you tell me what the first thing was? And when he said ma'am, this person was all like, I'm a man. And I was like, oh shit. I've never been in a situation like this where somebody was like misgendered and got like, I don't want to say hostile, but kind of like, I'm a man. I was just like, oh, I was like, holy. And I looked at the guy next to me because there's a white guy, and the white guy was just like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit's going to go down. And so like, I am just kind of like, damn, I just wanted to get my shake and my free burger and like leave because they were having a freaking sale or something. That's why I ordered Shake Shack too. But anyways, so I see this and the cashier's kind of taken aback like, oh, okay, yeah, my bad. You know what I mean? And tried to correct the situation. And they're like, sir, or a man or whatever. I'm not too sure exactly, but they changed. They tried to get the situation going, but you could tell it was going to go south pretty fast. And they were like, can I get the first thing that you ordered? I'm trying to still get the first thing you ordered because, again, this person ordered a bunch of stuff. So they already said, I'm a man. And then they jumped to, I'm deaf. And I was just like, huh? I was like, my brain is, I have anxiety. So I'm like constantly thinking about a million things at a second. And I was like, why do you have headphones on then if you're deaf? Like, that was confusing because they had like Beats headphones on. And I was just like, also, how do you know that they called you ma'am? But you know what? Hey, maybe they're really great at lip reading and stuff like that. But yeah, so a man and deaf. And I was like, oh man, this is going to get ugly. And finally somebody else popped up. And I was just like, yeah, this is going to like let me speak to your manager type shit that is about to happen. And I was like, okay, let me ask this guy to get my food. I'm like, can I get my food? And I'm like, hey, can I get my, my order? It's under my name, blah, blah, blah. So I get this food. I get my food. And as I'm like getting my food, I catch eyes with the cashier again. I'm like, just kind of like telling him like, dude, I feel for you, man. Because I already know where this is going. And then the craziest shit happens. I thought I'm a man. I'm like, hey, it's 2025. I get it, whatever. Then the I'm deaf thing, I was thrown a little off by that. But hey, man, people are deaf. It happens. And then this person, again, who looks like they could be a grandma or relative of mine, says, I'm black. And I'm like, oh. I was like, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the video, the cashier was black. And I'm like, and like, I look at him and he's just like, the dude is just like, you could tell he was done. And I was just like, holy shit. And I'm like, I'm going to go get my ketchup for the fries that I completely forgot I didn't order. And I'm going to get the hell out of here because this is going to... And I noticed that I think the cashier had left at this point. I'm not too sure. But this man was saying that I'm black. Can you not see that I'm black? Look at me. I turned black. And I'm like... I'm just like shocked. I am so, holy shit, what is going on here? This person became, I mean, I'm not saying, again, if they believe they're a man, that's fine. I was confused by the deaf thing. They seemed like they were responding really well. Maybe they're deaf in one ear. Maybe that's what's going on. The black thing threw me off, okay? Look, I'm down for everybody believing what they want to believe. If they, transition, all that jazz. Hey, it's 2025. I don't give a fuck. I do not believe in trans racism, though, okay? Or being transracial. I don't believe in that shit, okay? And that shit was crazy. And this person was literally pointing at their skin. I'm black. Do you not see that I'm black? And I was just like, I was taken aback. But you want to know, when I got in my car after I said, what the fuck? I got in my car, and the first thing I thought about was, I was like, that person's probably not well. But when I thought that, it instantly made me think, like, you know what? It's situations like that I feel like Fox News and a bunch of Republicans probably base all of their views off of when it comes to the LGBT community. Because pretty progressive person, I saw that and I was shocked by it. And I would probably be like, maybe this person is not well and they're just kind of like saying a bunch of things to start something, because it did seem like they were trying to be very combative. I know trans people. They were some of the coolest people I've met before. And so, yeah, I know that I wouldn't base all of my fucking judgment and everything off of an instance like that. But experiencing that firsthand, I'm just like, you know what? I bet you that is how a lot of people view every different type of minority group. If that was your first instance of ever, being around a trans person or somebody that identifies as something different, and it was very awkward and shocking like that, I could see how they do that. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's something people should do. But it did really make me think. I'm like, oh, you know what? I bet you people have those experiences and they fucking just, they ride that shit to the moon. They're like, no, man, this one time, because it's not a lie. Like, I just experienced that. Although I would sit here and tell you, like, yeah, I think something was up with them, and like they didn't seem like they were in their right mind. But some people, if they want to push a narrative, will not say all of the different factors. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to record this because I thought that was crazy and a very interesting story. I thought it was going to turn into a Karen story, just crazy Karen story, and then the I'm black thing just fucking sent me skyrocketing. It was crazy.